You're watching Truth versus Hype. Has the NDA government ordered a go soft on cases involving Hindutva extremists in terror blasts? This after Special Public Prosecutor Rohini Salyan said she was asked to go soft in the Malegaon blast case. Is there any basis to her claims? Does this involve more than just one case involving Hindutva extremists? And why is it that the spectre of Hindutva terror sets off alarm bells in the BJP RSS? September 2008. Bombs go off in the town of Malegaon in North Maharashtra, planted inside a bike. 4 killed, several hundreds injured. The first suspicion is always on Muslims. But all that changed when the Maharashtra ATS traced the bike markings to its owner, a Sadhvi Pragya Thakur from Madhya Pradesh. That in turn led to Ramji Kalsangra, a former RSS activist accused of planting the bomb. Also Sandeep Dange, RSS Pracharak from Indore, engineering graduate accused of assembling the bomb. The arrest of Sudhakar Dwivedi, aka Dayanand Pandey, a self-styled godman from Uttar Pradesh, led to the discovery of a parallel group claiming to wage a violent struggle for Hindu Rashtra. Pandey's secret recordings of the group meetings led to the shocking revelation of a serving intelligence officer, Shrikant Purohit, involved, as well as a retired military intelligence officer, Ramesh Upadhyay. 7 years later, these charges stand rubbished, with some even suggesting that no charge sheet has been filed, forgetting that in 2009, the Maharashtra ATS did file a charge sheet in which they claimed that there was hard evidence to back up their sensational findings. Much of the charge sheet based on Pandey's secret recordings. At a meeting on 26 January 2008, Purohit is heard saying, "We have to fight a war of independence for Hindu Bharat. I have no shortage of equipment, I can bring it. The council will decide a target." How would you prove that these are authentic conversations of those same people who are shown in them?
Voices samples were taken.
Okay.
And it's been sent for spectrogram.
Right.
By spectrogram.
Right.
That report is also there.
The ATS had also intercepted calls between Purohit and Upadhyay after the blast. In a conversation on the day Pragya Singh Thakur was arrested, Purohit says the cat is out of the bag. Upadhyay says she has taken your name, that's for sure, but tracing your location won't be easy. We are under suspicion now. Purohit has argued that this is part of a covert operation he was carrying out as part of his job. But the Bombay High Court has said that the intercepts of telephonic conversation between Purohit and others after the blast are not innocuous. Rakesh Dhavade, one of the main accused, confessed that the Sadhvi Kalsangra and Dange came to him in August 2008 to ask for RDX. He spoke to Purohit, who assures him that he has already procured it. The Swami also in his confessional statement says he approached Purohit for the RDX.
The ATS also used a witness testimony recorded before a judicial magistrate in December 2008, which cites a Bhopal meeting held in April that year, which was attended by Purohit, Upadhyay, Dwivedi, Pragya and the others, in which Purohit suggested that a bomb blast in Malegaon, which has a large Muslim population, would avenge the Hindus. And it was Sadhvi who said that she would arrange for people to carry this out.
That particular statement has not been corroborated at all by the witness number 121 in his 161 statement to the police. Therefore, all that has been attributed to the other witnesses, it won't stand fit in the trial because it won't get corroborated at all.
These claims and counterclaims could have been tested during the trial had it begun. But 4 years after the NIA took over the case, there appears to have been very little progress that they've made. An indication that the slowdown predates the change in government. Mr. Digvijay Singh, surely the UPA government must also take some of the blame for the feet dragging in this and all the other cases.
Well, I'm not aware of that because but at least the public prosecutor never made an allegation against the then government or any officer of the NIA who had asked her to go slow on these cases.
I fail to understand that this case has been, in the public since 2008. The charge sheets have been filed. The FIR has been in the public domain. Why did it take about 7 years for the Congress NCP government to not act in this case? Why did the UPA government not act against the army men involved in this case? So it will be unfair to blame the NDA government in this particular case.
NIA sources told us that the prolonged legal battle over questioning the accused and over whether or not to apply MCOCA was one of the reasons for the delay. True or not, Salyan says that an already existing go slow became more pointed when the governments changed.
In fact, they have stopped communicating with me, except whenever the matter was there on board in the trial court. The investigating officer used to call me.
Okay. This culminated with her by now famous allegation of being asked to go soft by a NIA official.
Yes, somebody has come to me and has told me to go soft.
And who is this gentleman in the NIA who told you
I
this?
don't want to name him.
But if it comes to it, will you be able to prove it?
Yes.
How will you prove the fact that this incident
At this
took
stage,
place?
I don't want to reveal it.
First of all, it's untimely. These kind of, I don't know why you make these startling disclosures belatedly. At the time when you are pressurized, that's when you should immediately react. Secondly, there's no point giving us these, tidbits and not naming the person who has, put pressure on her allegedly.
Even if Rohini Salia has no proof to show that she was asked to go soft, she alleges that a further attempt was made to sabotage the case when it came to the Supreme Court, where the accused were challenging the use of the stringent Maharashtra organized crime law used against them.
She was in the Supreme Court to assist Mariar Putam, special counsel for the Maharashtra state in the case, to argue in favor of the Organized Crime Act in Malegaon Blas. As the NIA's senior counsel in Maharashtra, Mariar Putam was also asked to appear for the NIA.
So he was sent a feeler that he should not appear for NIA, as he had agreed to appear for them also on their request.
Sent a feeler by whom?
By somebody.
In the NIA or from
NIA,
which?
NIA.
From the NIA itself?
Yes.
Okay. On the crucial day in court, she says Anil Singh, the centre's ASG for Maharashtra, and Tushar Mehta, the union's ASG, literally tried to silence Mariar Putam.
Even though he was never in the picture, suddenly he appeared, and when there is a senior counsel who's been asked to appear for state of Maharashtra, and we were not informed about it by state of Maharashtra.
Okay.
So therefore,
And did this Mr. Singh, was he conversant with the case? Was he
not
able
at
to argue
all,
vigorously?
not at all. He has not even called me as a special public prosecutor.
Mr. Tushar Mehta told NDTV that nobody was prevented from arguing before the Supreme Court. Srinivasan Jain here. What she was saying is that only he was representing the state of Maharashtra, but suddenly you appeared that day. You never appeared before for Maharashtra in Supreme Court.
I was appointed by the government.
Okay.
For the state, and I applied for the state. Yes.
You were appointed.
Yes, yes.
But then what? Then why was he there?
No, when an officer is appearing, ASG or AG is appearing, under section 23 of the Advocates Act,
Right.
the AG or ASG has a right of pre-audience. So even if there are 7, 8, 4 advocates, then they can assist the AG or ASG.
Okay.
But then he wanted to argue, therefore he was permitted to argue also.
Nice. What Ms. Salyan was saying is that you were not familiar with the case at all. You didn't know the facts of the case.
No, that is not correct.
You said you are familiar with the case.
Yes, yes.
The NIA, ironically, is using the lack of progress to rebut Rohini Salyan's claim, saying that there's nothing to go soft about when the trial has not even begun. But this is not entirely true. Even at this stage, a well-prepared special public prosecutor can use the evidence to argue against the accused getting bail, while an underprepared law officer, the case can go the other way.
The NIA eventually suffered a setback in the Supreme Court, which said that there was not enough evidence of an organized crime, and thus the MCOCA did not apply. It asked the lower court to consider bail for the accused and for trial to start immediately. And it was at this crucial juncture that Rohini Salia was removed.
Right from beginning, even after NIA took over, I was asked in writing to continue. So where is the question of beginning trial? because all issues are very important at this stage also. It's a question of retaining MCOC or not and allowing them to go on bail.
So even now there are very important aspects of the case which have to be determined, like whether or not the Maharashtra Organised Crime Act will apply to this particular case, whether the accused will go on bail.
Correct.
NIA sources, however, continue to insist that Rohini Salyan's performance as public prosecutor was not up to the mark. As the first case which exposed the role of alleged Hindutva extremists, if Malegaon falters, many are worried that it may impact all the other blasts where the same set of accused were found to be part of a conspiracy, whether it's Ajmer Sharif, Samjhauta or Mecca Masjid, setting off a domino effect of cases either collapsing or going slow one by one. Coming up, after Malegaon, is there another blast case of Hindutva terror which is under threat?